I try to get out, and they just keep dragging me back in. What is up, Finn fans? You can tell by the tone of my voice, did not want to make this video. But I tell you this time and time again. I make videos for you guys. I don't make clickbait videos. I don't make videos for views. I make videos for you guys and girls. So if enough of you guys want me to talk about a subject, as much as I don't want to, I do it. Because without you guys, we wouldn't be at 34,000 subscribers. So you guys dictate the channel. I move pieces around and make it look nice, fancy, all that stuff for you guys. And enough of you guys wanted me to address this, so we're going to address it. And that is Jimmy Garoppolo. He has been, awarded, or he's been given permission by the San Francisco 49ers to try to get a trade. And of course, who pops up? Miami Dolphins. So from Matt Lombardo, I think that's how you say his last name. He says, after Adam Schefter reports that the 49ers granted Jimmy Garoppolo permission to seek a trade, the team that keeps coming up in my conversation with NFL executives as a team to watch is the Dolphins. And he tweeted that out, regardless of if you think it's him kind of trying to stir some stuff or whatever. The team that keeps coming up in conversation with the NFL executives as a team to watch is the Dolphins. That's not saying that the Dolphins are interested. That's not saying that Mike McDaniel wants it to happen. Chris Greer is trying to make it's NFL executives are saying, hey, don't be surprised if the Dolphins jump in. Not saying, I'm hearing that the Dolphins want them, blah, blah, blah. So Matt Lombardo comes out with that tweet. That tweet came out yesterday at 9:46 p.m. All night last night, all day today, I've been having conversations with you guys on Twitter. I've been seeing your guys in the comment section talking about, some of you guys are saying it doesn't make sense, and I will get into what I think. Some of you guys think that it will happen. I'll get into what I think. Some of you guys think that this is just another stamp of the team not having confidence in Tua and showing how bad Tua is. I'll address that one right now, right? I've had a conversation with somebody who said the Dolphins have been all year going after quarterbacks. They have no confidence in Tua. And I'm like, they've not gone after any quarterbacks since Mike McDaniel became the head coach. What are you talking about? And this person told me Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, and Jimmy Garoppolo now. I was like, when the flip did the Dolphins ever try to go and get Matt Ryan? Like, people like to just make things up, throw stuff at a wall and hope it sticks, right? So, no. This regime and this head coach actually has shown the most confidence in Tua Tagovailoa. And I bet you Mike McDaniel's on the phone with Tua like, just don't even. But the other thing I noticed, right? Matt Lombardo comes out, he says this. He says, conversation, keep an eye on the Dolphins. But have you noticed that some of the most reputable writers and some of the guys that like Barry Jackson, if you don't know who Barry Jackson is, go follow him on Twitter. That guy is like the most legit reporter you'll get. No word from Barry Jackson. No word from Omar Kelly. No word from any of these beat writers, right? Regardless of what you think of Omar Kelly. No word from any beat writers, right? And then I went on CBS. I went on the Athletic, seeing like potential landing spots of Jimmy Garoppolo. Dolphins aren't even on that list. I think NFL Network, Sean O'Hara said Dolphins seem like a possibility. And I'll get to that. But other than that, I'm just seeing no one talk about the Dolphins as landing spot. So again, Matt Lombardo comes out with this, and now all of a sudden, people who don't want Tua, people who, and not even all, because I've had conversations with people who don't want Tua as their quarterback and don't think he can be anything, saying this would be a dumb move by the Dolphins. So this might bring some of the fan base together. But let's talk about this now. Now that I got some of it out of the way, let's talk about this. First and foremost, do I think it's going to happen? No. Not at all. Not even a least bit. I don't even think there's a small percentage of the Dolphins trading for Jimmy Garoppolo. Not even like 1%. I don't think it's going to happen. If the Miami Dolphins trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, I will come on this channel and I will say, wow, I am super dumb. I know nothing about football. I'm a big dumb idiot. 0% chance that the Dolphins trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Why do I think that? His cap hit this year is $26.9 million. How much cap space do the Miami Dolphins have? $17.1 million. They do not have enough money to do that. Secondly, they signed Teddy Bridgewater in March to a $6.5 million contract with incentives to go up to $10 million. Why would you do that as a backup quarterback if your plan has always been to go after Jimmy Garoppolo, like some have said to me in conversations, which again, 0 cents. It makes no sense whatsoever. Because if that was the plan all along, you would have just drafted Skylar Thompson and then eventually gone after Jimmy Garoppolo. There's that, right? The cap space makes no sense. Draft picks. The Miami Dolphins wanted to trade up last year. Chris Grier came out and said it himself. The Miami Dolphins last year wanted to trade up in the third round to grab a player that they really wanted. I don't remember if it was a running back or another linebacker. And a lot of teams were asking for too much. They were asking for picks next year. And Chris Grier didn't want to trade any picks next year. So he said no. But now magically he'll trade picks for Jimmy Garoppolo and eat a $26.9 million cap space. Do you see how these things just don't add up? Like this, it's like the thing with Sean Payton, and there's they gave him an offer. They didn't, and Barry Jackson even came out with an article and a quote from Sean Payton and a quote from the Miami Dolphins executive saying that is all false because they never had a chance to even talk to him to give him an offer. So this is another situation where it doesn't make sense. It's like trying to tell somebody 2 + 3 is 7. They don't add up. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So again, say the Dolphins were to be like, hey, screw it, we want Jimmy. He fits the system, and I'll get to that in a second. He fits the system. We'll trade Teddy Bridgewater to you guys so you have a backup if Trey Lance doesn't pan out, which, have you seen that duck that he threw to Debo? Cool, right? Dolphins might have to eat that $6.5 million. There's that, right? It's the money situation as well, right? Plus, so say, I can't even say you trade Tua or say you, because the money doesn't add up. San Francisco, again, is sitting at $4 million in cap space. The Miami Dolphins are sitting at $17 million in cap space. Jimmy Garoppolo's cap hit is $26.9 million. How? Say that both teams are like, screw it, we'll split it up in a way that it'll make it work. They physically can't, because when you take these two cap spaces and put them together, it's like $22 million. Still not enough for Jimmy Garoppolo. Still not enough. And then say you're like, well, Doug, the reason they got $4 million is because of Jimmy Garoppolo, so they'll eat some of it, save some cap space. That's probably it. So say that they're like, oh, we'll take some of that cap space and blah, blah, blah. Also, the draft picks. The draft picks matter. So here's my thought process on it. Now that I got off on a tangent, essentially saying that I don't, again, I will be blown away. Absolutely blown away if it happened. I said that about other things this offseason, where I said I'd be shocked if it happened, and it never happened, even though there was rumors out there and there was reports out there from just the most nonsensical people. Here's my thing, right? If the 49ers release Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't see that happening. I could see Seattle trying to make a trade for him. There are quarterback needy teams out there, and the Dolphins are not a quarterback needy team. As much as you might think they are, they don't think they are. But like I said, you got Seattle, you got all these other teams that might be interested in trading for Jimmy G. But let's say the only way I would be like, all right, that works, I'm fine with that, is if they cut Jimmy G, which again, it would be dumb because then they'd be in cap space hell because they have eat the $26.9 million in dead cap. Then I'd be fine with it. All right, bring him in. He knows the playbook. He knows the offense. God forbid Tua goes down. Tua has shown that he gets banged up here and there, and God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen. But God forbid, it'd be nice to have somebody who has that tight of a grasp on the offense. But to tell me, but again, it doesn't make sense because then why did they go after Teddy Bridgewater? It just doesn't make sense. But again, to tell me that the Dolphins are going to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And honestly, I think Tua is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And you can call me whatever you want. But in his second year, especially this past year, I think he's played better than Jimmy Garoppolo. That's just my opinion. But that's what, in a nutshell, to take this whole situation and wrap it up in a gift and give it to you. Matt Lombardo comes out, makes a claim. Everyone's jumping on it. There's no legs. There's no teeth. There's nothing to it. And now this is the thing that I have to address. The Miami Dolphins will not be trading for Jimmy Garoppolo. If they do, I'll come on here and say I'm big dumb. Plain and simple. It logistically doesn't make sense for them to do it. From what they've said, from the cap standpoint, from what they've done, it just doesn't make any sense. I hope I cleared that up. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But that's what I got for you. Wasn't planning on making this video, but again, like I said, you guys are the reason I am where I am, so I listen to you guys, and enough of you guys want me to talk about something, I'm going to talk about it. So be sure to comment below. Let me know. Would you, if they cut Jimmy Garoppolo, would you be interested in bringing him in? But then again, we got to eat $6.5 million in dead cap by cutting Teddy Bridgewater, unless we decide to trade Teddy Bridgewater. See what I'm saying? Like, it's just the nonsense that's going on with this whole situation. It's dumbfounded. And the fact, I know some people are like, "Then why'd you talk about it?" Again, because I love you guys. You guys are the best. And whatever you guys want, I'm gonna do. Well, to a certain extent, I'm not gonna be doing live streams with no shirt on. No one wants to see that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be breaking down the safeties, and then Monday previewing the training camp. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go live Sunday. We could test out the live stream. Got a lot planned. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. It ends up.